Hey everyone, we're going to go through a very basic 8 on a hand exercise. We're just going to play 4 bars per pattern. We're going to start at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We're going to work our way up through the heights. We're going to play crescendos and then decrescendos. Then we'll talk about it. Here we go. This is at 112. So the first thing I'll say about this exercise is I would practice it in some type of sequence, if not the exact one that I just did, some version of it, maybe starting with the higher notes and working your way down and then getting your crescendos and decrescendos. But I think it's really important to, whereas sometimes a lot of 8 on a hand exercises are much longer. So for instance, if you were going to play at 12 inches, a lot of exercises would stay at 12 for a lot longer and maybe go through different number of notes per hand, maybe have a double bar here or there. And those are all good to go through as well. But I like to do this way because you actually get in practicing those different heights. And a lot of times, some of those heights are neglected. When we play 8 on a hand exercises, a lot of times we just kind of default to playing them all at 12 or 15 pretty big. So it's good to kind of have shorter passages and get those other heights in as well. So the first thing we'll talk about is the rhythms. These are all straight eighth notes, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Make sure you understand those. You can count through them as you're playing. And once again, replace the numbers with foot. So foot and foot and foot and foot and go through all your variations, making sure that everything's lining up and you're counting it. Okay, let's get into the crescendos and decrescendos. I have some important thoughts here that are really going to help. What I like to focus on is A, the rhythm, and B, the height. Okay, don't think about the volume, and here's why. If you are focused on, first and foremost, the rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, then it's going to be rhythmically accurate, which is a top priority. And if you focus on the height, the volume will follow. The reason it can be a little bit dangerous to focus on the volume is because we associate volume and speed together. So if it's loud, we want it fast. If it's soft, we want it slow. And that's because of energy. Our loud things are high energy and fast things are high energy. Soft or quiet things are low energy and playing things slowly is low energy. So make sure you're not thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because you might accidentally do that incorrect association. So I like to think about these just, if you can imagine how a robot would count it, just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and allow the stick to get higher. That will make the volume work. So pay attention to my voice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, we're not gonna think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because that's gonna mess us up. So that's one thing that's really important. Another thing that's going to help with your crescendos and decrescendos is have a checkpoint. Have, if you're gonna go from your smallest height or 3 inches or whatever you want to practice to vertical, the biggest thing that you're going to play, have a 45-degree, have a halfway checkpoint. So if you're playing 8 notes, your first 4 are going to fall under that 45 degrees, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to fall or happen above that 45-degree line. So that can help keep people accurate. One of the mistakes that I commonly see in crescendoing and decrescendoing is that people will move through it too quickly. It's awkward. It can feel awkward sometimes in the mid-range, so people kind of just try to get through it. Where they will play several, let's say 3 notes, that are all very similar, and then they'll play several taps that are very similar. Don't do that. Make sure you've got that visual checkpoint that's going to help keep you honest in the graduation of stick height. All right, let me know if there's anything in particular you guys would like me to go over. If you have any questions in general about drumline or auditioning or technique, feel free to shoot me an email. And if you want to hop over to the website, timwoodtheory.com, I'll have all these exercises organized into categories. So if you really just want to hit a double beat or rolls exercise, something like that, they will be in their separate sections. And I'll have PDFs to these soon. I'll upload them as quickly as I can. All right, hope that helps. Have fun, good luck. See you next time.